Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of the Journalistic Suicide Podcast with me and Jay. Today, we're going to play a bit of Chivalry, but we're not going to be talking about Chivalry. We're going to be talking... Oh, God, I'm terrible. I haven't played this in ages. We're going to be talking
probably
consoles.
Probably going to be ranting about the new Xbox reveal.
Yeah, so earlier today was the Xbox One reveal. Oh, that name's bad.
It's... Like, so, that was the first thing. That was the first thing we heard from and it was just... Oh, Xbox One.
Oh, God,
what's
Jay.
that about?
Yeah. Xbox One is a horrendous name. Jay, do you live on a Formula One track?
There's just someone going fast.
Okay. Yeah, if you didn't know, Jay lives in Le Mans. So that's why you might be able to hear a lot of racing cars. So Xbox One. So first thing that they came out and said, the Xbox One, as Jay said, that was the first thing that they mentioned, and we were all like, the fuck is that name? Because that was a horrendous name. Ow.
ChivalryCombat.jpg. Jesus Christ. It's so clumsy when two people are bad. Like,
yeah, you're doing better than me,
strafing at each other.
So Jay is player 289, by the way, for anybody watching the video.
I think my name's too long for the... I don't know.
Yeah, some shit. Ow. I tried to do a charge attack and it didn't go well. Oh, right. Xbox
anyway,
One, and it's concentrating on Xbox One. Right, so...
Well, first we'll just talk about the name. We'll get this great. Xbox One. This is the third Xbox.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Not 1, 3.
Yeah.
So when people say the Xbox One, you assume they mean the original Xbox.
Yeah, now...
But no,
if
you have to mean the third one.
If you're looking for names to be marketing techniques, PlayStation 4. It's
pretty
better
safe,
than 3. Like that's obvious. Everybody's mum is going to understand that the PS4 is the newer one. The PS3 is the older one. Everybody knows that. Ah! Killed by a guy with a quarterstaff. Right. So, yeah, they come out... So the guy comes out on stage, whatever his name is, Matrick, comes out on stage, and he says, "Welcome everybody, Xbox One." And everyone's like, "Hey." Then what did he do, Jay? What did he do? What was the first thing that they started talking about? Not games, not like gameplay features or anything like that. They started talking about like how it's a media center. Double kill.
Like I thought as soon as I thought they're concentrating on it being a media center. This is a games console, right? For people watch television on their TVs. People liked having like Netflix and shit. I just bodied you.
Shut up.
Jesus, I've played this game for like 2 hours.
Yeah, but Jay, I'm really bad at this game. I've played it for quite a while, but I'm really bad.
Oh, I died. Mole noob.
I've got more points than you though.
Yeah, you probably do.
So suck on that. But yeah. So
I guess cut his arm.
I don't. Even my parents laughed at this when I told them, because I went downstairs during the EA Sports shit because I
EA Sports,
and I was like, they're talking about how it's like good for TV. And they were like, oh, how silly of them. My parents, like...
Video games.
Yeah, they're like, video games. So yeah, even they thought that was dumb. So that tells you how little you need to know about games consoles. But it was kind of embarrassing in a way. Like, I was just waiting for the audience to start groaning. And for the guy on stage to be just like,
oh God,
it's really good. I promise.
Weren't they watching like they showed a TV show, didn't they? I can't remember what the TV show was.
It was basically the entire thing was sponsored by CBS. They showed about 15 different things to do with CBS. Like CBS owned films, like they showed Star Trek, and I'm pretty sure Star Trek is a CBS property. And like they showed live CBS. So Let's get the media stuff out of the way, because that is the unimportant stuff, so we might as well get through it first. So, you can use it as a cable box. So if you've got cable,
you can.
It's got an HDMI in, and you can watch telly on it. which is wonderful. Now, what I want to see is whether that HDMI takes specific data from your cable box to tell that it's a cable box, or whether you could theoretically plug your PlayStation 4 into the HDMI in, and so when you say Xbox Watch TV, it will switch over to your PS4. Like, I want to see if that's a thing.
HDMI splitter.
Yeah, I want to see if you can essentially
get a HDMI splitter.
Yeah, but if you've got two consoles, then that would be a cool thing. You just got bodied, sit down.
I want to change my class, and I can't remember how you do it.
I think it's like full stop or something, or comma, or M.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
gonna be a knight. User.
So what else can it do? Oh yes, so. Now it's got RAM, so we'll get onto the specs in a minute.
Yeah,
now
it's got 8 gigabytes of RAM.
It's now got RAM,
512.
which means yeah. So that now means that they've got this thing called Snap, where you can have multiple applications open at once on the same screen. So they showed watching a film, and then you can say Xbox Snap. What do they do first? Internet Explorer. So it yeah, Internet Explorer. So they had the film in a sort of small window that sort of shrank, and then on the right hand side was a little
small,
Internet
slightly
Explorer.
unusable Internet Explorer window.
So that's a thing. It's kind of interesting. You can do it on PC, so it's not like a feature that's going to make me buy the console. But I would.
Is it free for all again, or is it?
No, this is team. I'm on. Oh, you're on the
I'm
same
on your
team.
team.
Yeah. There we go. Stop the corpses. Right. By the way, guys, if you haven't played Chivalry, buy Chivalry.
It's pretty fun.
God, this game's fun.
The combat's very satisfying.
It is.
The main thing about it.
When you behead somebody with a bardie.
Proper sword combat. Go.
The range combat is kind of meh, but whatever.
It's still quite funny.
Yeah.
Crossbows are good. I don't like the longbow. I like the crossbow. The crossbow's cool.
But anyway. What else?
What
else did they do in terms of media stuff?
Rather than media.
I died instantly.
Oh god, he's killing me.
What did they do?
I got killed.
See, this is the thing. There was a couple of other things, but we're just so uninterested. Oh, there was ESPN.
Oh yeah,
so they've got ESPN.
It was a bunch of film services. It's like Xbox 360 now, but with a bit more of them.
They've got all their stuff back, and they've got a few new interesting features, but none of them are console selling features. So
yeah, it's nothing I would go, ooh, that's gonna make me buy the Xbox One.
So to be honest, a lot of the stuff that's or at least one of the things that's most interesting about the Xbox One wasn't actually mentioned in it. So let's go into the gaming stuff. So first of all, raw
First,
specs.
I want to talk about the shit Kinect.
Kinect. We'll talk about Kinect then. So go on, have a rant, Jay.
I don't know anyone that wants Kinect. They keep trying to push it. They push it so much, but no one seriously wants motion control in that way. Yeah. And no one wants I don't want to speak to my Xbox to make it do things,
Now,
Xbox. That's the sort of thing you get Kinect and you do it. Oh look, I can say Xbox Open Tray, and it's like, oh great, it opened my disc tray, and I had to say it several times because it wouldn't respond the first time, and it would have been quicker for me to just go and open my fucking disc tray. But that was gimmicky, wasn't it? How great! And that's Kinect pretty much rounded up with some bad implemented games. So you can say, ooh, Kinect, answer Skype call, because Skype is now being integrated into Xbox One, which is good and bad. You can speak to people that aren't playing Xbox, but also Skype has security holes. They've actually
massively improved Kinect. So there's more articulation points that it can register. So it's probably way better as a motion control thing. They said it's now a HD camera, which means that you'll actually be able to use it as a decent webcam, which is also good. So you can use Skype with it, and it will work quite well.
I'm beheaded him.
it also looks quite nice. I quite like the new aesthetic of Kinect. It looks quite
What did you think of the whole look of the console, though? I thought it just looked like a...
I think it looks like a VHS player.
It does look a bit like a VHS. I'm not sure about the look of the control. Was the D-pad different?
The
Was
D-pad
like
the
a little
D-pad is
analog
the
stick?
Gen 2. No, the D-pad is the Gen 2
Or
one.
was it was it a switchy one? Like
I don't know. I don't know whether they're the thing where you can spin it round so you can have a 360 or a
that was
PS1
better.
or a PS3 one. Oh come on!
Because the main gripe, one of the main gripes with the 360 controller is the D-pad is fucking horrible.
It is
so
terrible.
bad.
You can't use the D-pad on that game.
It's unusable.
Now, apparently the new D-pad
Yeah,
works, so I'm
that's
guessing it. I mean, it looked like the same D-pad as the new controller, so I'm sure it's just that. To be honest, the controller it has a few new things. I mean, they said they massively improved it. I'm sure it's all just like minor tweaks that just makes the controller better. They mentioned battery, so I think the battery is like a non-removable one, like the PS3, where you've just got to charge it via USB or whatever. But it's essentially still an Xbox controller, and I really, really love the 360 controller. So control it fine. Smart Glass, they showed that. I like Smart Glass because it's like a really good TV remote. So if you actually want to use, I used a bit of Netflix on my Xbox. I always use Smart Glass because using the freaking controller
It's horrible as well.
was just bad.
Do you remember you had to buy the DVD remote on the Xbox originally. You had to have that little DVD input into one of the controller ports, didn't you?
Yeah.
And that had like a little thing. Like
Now Smart Glass
and that remote
is
was
better
horrible.
than that.
So Smart Glass is better than that, which is nice because that just didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, Smart Glass is cool. I like Smart Glass. I'm glad that they're bringing it back. They had a few things with ESPN that was interesting, but to be honest, not really bothered about any of the entertainment stuff. I want to talk about games.
Yeah.
So
at this point in the
gonna,
broadcast, I was just thinking, oh, it's a shit PC.
Yeah.
Which sort of, in a way, sums up the entire PC console war.
Yeah.
Well, shots fired. Right.
So I'll just run through the specs because I'm techier than you, Jay. Suck my dick.
Go on.
I know what I'm talking about. You don't. Shut up. You're wrong. So, specs of it. So they didn't mention specific like processor models or anything like that. And in the actual press conference, they never mentioned the architecture. They just said that it was a new architecture. So, for all we know, it could have still been PowerPC by IBM. Now, it turns out it's not. It is an x86 like PS4, which is great for me and Jay. Because that means that playing on PC, we're going to get ports that actually work.
64,
we're not going to get...
64.
Oh my god, yeah, I want 64-bit games.
64-bit games.
I want to be able to play on games where they actually use all my RAM. I bought 16 gigs of RAM so that I could actually, use 16 gigs of RAM and have things run faster. Now, hopefully, that will come about with the new consoles. Yes.
Ow.
It's got 8 gigs of RAM. 8 gigs of... I haven't actually found whether that is DDR3. I'm guessing it's DDR3.
Well, people don't produce DDR2 RAM anymore.
No. I mean, I'm talking about how Sony had GDDR5.
Yeah, they had GDDR5.
So Sony doesn't have any normal DRAM. They have all VRAM.
Yeah, which is fine, I guess. I mean,
it's a thing, whatever. I don't know whether it's going to be any good. I mean, the 6 gigs on the GTX Titan is good if you're running at 4K res. I don't know whether GDDR5 can run DRAM things as well. But yeah, the guys that are dodging around with the dagger and stuff, they're ridiculous at this game. Or maybe I'm just really bad.
No, I think they just... Are you playing as a knight?
No, I'm playing as the big guy with the stick. Because stick is best. I'm using the Bardiche. But, yes.
I was using those.
So, 5 billion transistors was the thing that they put up on the screen. The new Xbox One has 5 billion transistors. Oh my god. So, pretty much nobody, who's, 1% of the audience
knew what that
means.
That's
right?
a big number.
So 5 billion transistors for any PC gamers out there wondering how powerful this is, whether it's going to stand up to their gaming PCs. 5 billion transistors is approximately the amount of transistors, just raw transistor count, that is in a GTX 660 Ti and like a 3570K. That's not I'm not talking performance. I'm talking about
That's just
raw
size.
number of transistors.
Size.
So it's going to run on AMD. It's going to be an octa-core, 8-core AMD CPU with integrated.
That could be a good thing.
Yeah,
and
it's
be a bad
integrated
thing,
graphics. It's an APU.
It's an APU. Well, the thing is, AMD do make good APUs.
They do.
Right?
The APUs are really
their
good.
APUs are on a budget PC build. A really budget PC build, APU all the way. If you're making a hobo build for gaming, APU.
Hobo build.
Hobo build. But they're great, you can run pretty much anything on medium to high with a good APU.
Yeah,
it's
at 720p.
You
at
can.
720p.
The APUs are decent.
APUs are decent. AMD are good at graphics, so I'm kind of glad that they're doing it. I mean, it's not Crossfire, so all the people are going to be like, oh, well, the frame times are all really weird. No, shut up. It's not Crossfire. It's not going to make any difference. So don't bitch about the fact that it's AMD and it's not NVIDIA. All you NVIDIA fanboys go and burn in hell. I use NVIDIA now. I have no problem with AMD. AMD are going to do a really good job with it, and I'm happy.
I'm still
the main thing,
my graphics card. I'm definitely moving to AMD. I think, unless the 700 series is fucking amazing,
which it
not
looks
overpriced, which it probably will be. I'm probably going with AMD. And
it'll probably be overpriced, but
yeah, I'm waiting for price points and stuff. Because apparently the 700 still, but we won't talk about that. Apparently it's out next month.
So the PS4. I want to just talk about the performance of the PS4. So if we approximate...
I'm not sure about the specs of this. I wasn't paying attention to PS4s. What were the specs?
So,
what's it in comparison? All I knew was the GDDR.
I can't remember the exact figure, but they gave the computing power in teraflops, which is a much more representative thing.
Yeah, it's a better idea to give it in teraflops.
And
this battle is such a
I know, it's just a
proper
clusterfuck,
battle, isn't it?
Yeah, this is not going well for me. I'm playing 3 and 13.
What am I playing? I'm playing 9 and something else, but I'm getting bodied, so I'm going to run away.
I'm getting I don't know the meaning of retreat, so...
What is retreating? Stop pushing the cat. Stop it. Stop pushing the cat.
Oh god, I nearly hit you, Jay.
Pushing the dart. You dick.
Horizontal swings!
Oh, what? How did that not hit? Lunge! I got it.
Oh, I nearly just hit you, Jay.
Stop. Yeah, PS4.
Right, so they gave the computing power in teraflops, which is floating point calculations a second.
That's raw. That's pretty much raw.
That's what they measure supercomputer power in. So it is. I mean, it's not fully representative, but it is. It's getting there. It's actually telling you how powerful it is. Rather than transistor count, which could mean fucking anything, because it could be 5 billion really shitty transistors.
It'd be awful.
Transistor count doesn't tell you anything; it just tells you how dense it is. In fact, to be honest, they didn't tell you how big the die was, so it doesn't even tell you how dense it is, because the actual chip could be the size of the whole Xbox.
The Xbox is the chip.
The Xbox is one chip.
Oh.
We'll get onto cooling a bit as well for all those people that are worried about red rings. So, the PS4 was the equivalent power, I think, because I gave it a quick Google in terms of current GPUs, because they said they gave you the GPU teraflop amount, and I think it was about the same as like a 7870.
What was the number?
I can't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head.
In the millions.
It was like. I can't even remember. I literally can't remember.
A 7970 is like 3.8 million, I think. Something like that.
Yeah. To be honest, I couldn't even speculate. I think.
But my guess for this generation.
It was in teraflops. It was in teraflops. Think it was something like 1.5. But I'm not sure.
So I think that's about.
Everybody listening, give it a Google. You'll be able to find it instantly. Just
put it in the comments if you know.
PS4 specs. Yeah,
put it in the comments if you know. And we'll reply, and then it can be in the top bit.
Ow! And you can feel good about yourself.
Even though being on a small.
because we're YouTube famous, Jake.
YouTube famous. That YouTube man.
That YouTube man. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills.
And
Stop pushing the damn cart!
I stabbed that guy in the ear. Ow! Ow, my ear.
Yeah, why would you do that, James?
Right. Yeah. So but I'm guessing they're going to be roughly the same. I reckon they're going to be about 7,870 power GPU
Yeah,
wise. So not bad. You know, that's a good GPU.
So if
it's not
if the PS4 is as powerful as I think it was, like the same power that I think it was, then roughly estimating the Xbox One, they're going to be about the same. I mean, the PS3 was supposed to be a lot more powerful than the 360. And it was potentially, but it wasn't in reality, just because of the architecture. And I think it's going to be the same sort of thing, where you have consoles as one sort of power level.
Well, the thing is, honestly, the games aren't going to look better on either of them, because they'll just port the same games.
Yeah, there is that.
With the same settings, so the games will look the same. So
if you want good graphics, buy a fucking PC and stop complaining.
Yeah.
Beheaded, sit down. Well, you ain't going to sit down, because you don't have a head.
But the whole tech thing, because it's on x86 architecture, it means that PC users can be sort of happy because you can actually use all the specs. And it's going to be... It was an 8-core AMD processor. We don't know what 8-core. It could be like a shit bulldozer.
So apparently, it is the chip, the APU is a 40nm chip. The current gen of processors from AMD, I do believe, are still 40nm.
They have been for a while, though.
I think that the 30nm or whatever it is, I think it's 32 or something like that, from Intel. I don't think AMD have a 32nm equivalent. I'm not sure, though.
I don't think they did. Didn't Intel get up to some shenanigans there with patenting or something?
I
seem to remember hearing something about Intel doing some shenanigans, but I don't know.
To be honest, what big company doesn't do shenanigans?
All big Intel are a bad company, don't lie. Despite them making better. No, I'm not gonna go there. But
yeah. So
Intel are bad. Don't
so
buy Intel.
Yeah, basically specs. Both of them are about the same.
Good.
And
Not
they
as
seem
good as I'd like them
decent.
to be, but it means it's more of a step. It gives you a lot more to work with. You know, 8 gigabytes of RAM is a lot more than 512 megabytes.
Yeah.
The architecture is newer. It's better. The GPU power gives you some sort of headroom for actual graphics. And if you see what the difference between early 360 games and late 360 games graphically is massive.
Yeah, so I think it was Vinny over at Giant Bomb, because I was watching their streams just because I like the Giant Bomb guys, so I was interested to see what they said. I think Vinny said if you look at the huge difference between launch games of the 360 like Perfect Dark Zero and the games that came out a year later like Gears of War,
which did look glorious.
It is just stupid, the difference. Like, they don't bear any resemblance at all. Like, they're not even the same console.
Yeah, they could look like...
any gameplay that you see of any launch titles of the Xbox One, I don't think there's going to be such a massive leap just because it's x86.
Yeah, you're not going to experience something sort of ridiculous.
No, but if you look at that and think of that as like the early games. Don't think that is what all the Xbox One titles are going to look like, because they will improve quite a lot. But don't go looking at Crysis 3 in 4K footage on PC
and thinking,
maxed
why
out,
doesn't
my
my
Xbox
look
One
like
look as good as that? Like,
why doesn't Call of Duty look this good?
Yeah. So I think we should talk about games, because we've kind of talked about the system quite a lot.
The EA partnership is sort of one of the main things. They're doing a thing with EA, aren't they?
Yeah. So
you explain that.
They brought EA out. It was EA Sports.
What a great idea, guys!
Yeah, so that's a really good PR thing. Everybody's been thinking for ages about rumours about, oh my god, the next Xbox might be always on. Oh, this is going to be terrible. Please don't make it always online. And then what do? Just to keep the PR people happy, bring EA out.
EA.
Yeah, that was smart, wasn't it?
SimCity, and their horrible reputation.
It was EA Sports. So,
but it's still EA. So
Yeah.
Everyone's
So
a little bit sensitive.
EA Sports, they came out. The guy came. I don't even know who he was. The guy came out and he basically talked bollocks for ages about a new EA Sports engine. So anybody that plays FIFA, rejoice. FIFA,
Hooray!
whatever it is, 14 is going to look exactly the fucking same as the last 26 games. They showed some like pre-alpha gameplay, and it looks the same.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I don't play FIFA, don't get me wrong, but it looked exactly the fucking same. So, I mean, maybe it's
They did say like, ooh, innovative new gameplay experience.
Oh, they
and
kept
all those shit
they kept
buzzwords. It's like,
bullshitting
well,
about
what does that mean,
synergy
though?
and shit like that.
Stuff. It was basically they spat out a load of buzzwords and didn't explain any technicalities, and the game didn't look any different. So,
Yeah.
you know,
EA Sports,
care
just
about that.
as boring as it always was, unless you're an EA Sports fanatic, in which case I'm sure you are, like,
Unless you
shitting
love those
bricks
FIFA
right
trading
now,
cards.
and you're so excited that you need a new
FIFA
pair of
trading cards,
trousers.
yeah. Ultimate Team.
But the only reason that you're excited is because they just put a 14 on the box. Like, because you're an EA Sports fan, so that's clearly the only thing that you care about.
Well, the thing is, it's the same. The FIFA games are the same with Call of Duty. You've got to buy the next one because no one plays the old ones.
Yeah.
And then they take the servers down after a year anyway.
So the next game that they showed,
Ooh, God.
or actually they might have showed it first, was Forza. Now I love Forza, so I'm going to talk about this, Jay. You can shut up. Forza is, oh my god, I love Forza. Best racing game in the world, just full stop. At the moment, Project Cars is coming out. I want it. So Forza Motorsport 5 was announced, and they said, and now we're going to show you some footage of Forza Motorsport 5 running on the Xbox One.
Oh, we win.
Oh yeah, I know. We're insane at this
the
game.
bastard weapon.
I
did well.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. So they kind of implied that it was in-game footage.
Ping.
What they showed
Was not in-game.
Not in-game footage.
No
like, I'm
way,
sorry, but that was not. I mean, unless Forza 5 runs like shit and looks like a cartoon, because it kind of looked like the film Cars in a weird way. Like
this is free for all.
Yeah. No. There, Vanguard. Sorry, I lost my bardiche. There we go. So yeah, they showed Forza 5, and I'm not sure whether that was in-game gameplay. If it was in-game footage, then it was heavily edited. They put that through After Effects a few hundred times.
I know. It didn't look like a game. It didn't look like what it's gonna be. Don't pay attention to that.
I got bodied. So they mentioned, so the guy from Microsoft Studios came out and said there is going to be, in the next year, the year of its launch, there is going to be 15 exclusive titles from Microsoft on the Xbox One, 8 of which are new IP.
They didn't show any of the IPs.
They didn't show anything. But to be honest, that is E3's thing.
Yeah, but come on. This was the release conference, and this is supposed to build like hype for the console. I have no hype for this console.
Well,
saying that now.
Would you anyway?
Well, I would if there was some more interesting releases. You know, I'd at least feel more curious towards it. But I saw stuff and was like, but this just looks awful.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The conference itself was horrendous. It was terrible for a launch conference. It was just terrible. The whole thing was terrible. They showed FIFA, some guy talking at Connect to Open Internet Explorer and watching a movie, and then they showed the new Call of Duty game, which I couldn't give two shits about, with its dog rendering, which is the thing that made me laugh the most. The dog rendering.
So the next game that they showed was the final thing. They closed out the show by saying, "Oh, Xbox One's going to be great," and everyone was like, "Woo, Xbox One!" And then they showed Call of Duty. So the guy from Activision came out and he was like, "Friggin' Call of Duty, yeah!" And then they showed Call of Duty, new engine. I am honestly deep down, like, genuinely hyped. Because I love Call of Duty. I really do. Like, it's bad, I know, but, I mean, I am a film buff and I am a game buff. But I love Call of Duty and I love Fast and Furious. Like, you know, you can enjoy these things. And I wouldn't say guilty pleasure. I would just say, like, sometimes I just want to play something dumb. So I play Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty needs a new engine. That game looks like shit.
Well, like, they've used the same engine since Call of Duty 4, haven't
It's
they?
Quake
What
3!
are they on now? 10?
It was based on Quake 3!
Yeah.
That
So
game
Quake
is, like, 3
3
centuries old!
It's the oldest thing ever.
Yeah, that game came out before World War II. Like, the reason that Hitler started World War II was because he lost a Quake 3 match, and got pissed off. Like, that game is old, so they needed to upgrade the engine. So they showed some gameplay. So I just want to sort of break down the graphics, because, to be honest, that's the only thing that's going to change. Everyone's going to be like, oh, they're going to have an innovative new gameplay idea. No, they're not.
But no, because if they change the gameplay, everyone will bitch.
Yeah, it's going to be Call of Duty.
Like,
it's just going to look a bit prettier.
I can't run round and Rambo people.
Yeah. So, they...
I'm going to find you and cut your testicles off.
I'm getting hit by something and I don't like it.
I'll save you.
Oh, no you won't.
No, this guy just killed you. He just, like, bodied you. Now he's going to kill me as well, because he's got one of those little daggers. Oh shit, and there's another guy. Ow. Well, that went well.
Yeah, so...
Anyway.
So...
Cowadoodie.
I wasn't watching in HD because I was watching on the Giant Bomb stream, so it was like picture-in-picture. So I couldn't see it in all of its 720p glory that they were streaming at.
Oh, yay.
And I definitely didn't see it in the inevitable 1080p blown up to 4K that they were running in the actual event hall. But from what I saw, so imagine Call of Duty now, like exactly the same, right? But with really high-res textures and better lighting.
Right.
So the geometry is the same, the models are the same, and it looks so weird. Because you're so used to seeing all these, like, kind of not that good geometry and things like that in really low res. And then you see them with all these post-processing effects and stuff like that, and it looks so strange. It's like looking at an image in HDR. That's what it was just weird.
HDR.
It looked weird.
HDR is a sin.
Now, I quite like HDR sometimes.
HDR is a sin.
Ow. So, it looked good, but it looked weird. So, don't expect Crysis. Don't expect Battlefield. Expect Call of Duty with a nice new shiny post-processing anti-aliasing coat of paint.
Expect Call of Duty, but with sweet effects installed.
Yeah. Like Call of Duty with Ice Enhancer. It's that sort of thing.
But not as good.
No, probably as good as Ice Enhancer, just better optimised.
That's just GTA that was wrong.
Yeah, well,
What's wrong with Ice Enhancer? GTA was terrible.
I don't know. Ice Enhancer does
that goes get
2 FPS.
Anyway.
We've kind of talked about everything that was in the conference.
Oh, my opinion, the main seller is that Call of Duty is on Xbox One a month before PS4.
You get the DLC a month before, like on 360. That is going to sell so many consoles. I think that's going to sell consoles.
That's going to be the main selling point. Just because COD fags will be like, haha, yes, now I can get these maps very slightly earlier and get more ranks.
I mean, if you look at the amount of people that own a PS3 and the amount of people that own an Xbox 360, it's quite similar. But if you look at the amount of people that own COD on a 360 and a PS3, then a lot more people have it on Xbox. And the only reason that is, apart from the fact that the PS3 ports have always been shitty, is the fact that you get the DLC early, and people care about that for whatever reason. Like, I mean, I personally can wait a month.
You know what I'm slightly angry about? The fact they've already planned a DLC for it.
Well, of course they're going to bring out DLC. Of course they're going to bring out DLC.
Like,
they say this
it.
Every single year they come out at E3 on the Xbox stage and say, and remember, the DLC will come out first on Xbox 360. So now it's First on Xbox 360 and Xbox One. I don't know. Actually, I don't know whether they'll maintain it on 360. Well, of course they will. Like installed user bases, Jay. They can't afford to take that much of. Well, actually, they can afford to take that much of a loss.
They can easily afford to take that
just
much
won't.
loss. They just want money.
Dollar bills.
But then, will they do it again for the one after that? I hope they don't make one after that. Right.
What? Call
I hope
of
this
Duty?
one just fails horribly.
It won't. It won't. It'll do really well.
I know it won't. It's just fantasy.
It might not be best selling, but it'll be up there, and then the next one will be best selling because then more people will have a One and a PS4. COD's not going to die, is what I'm saying. COD is going strong. I mean, even the Giant Bomb guys were like, "This looks really good, and I kind of want to play Call of Duty." Like, you know, for a person that plays Call of Duty and has played Call of Duty, but then hasn't played it in a while, that was exciting to watch. So
I didn't care. Dog rendering.
Yeah, dogs. Oh, they had mocap dogs. Done. Game
Mocap dogs,
sold.
go. That's their selling point. That's how they're going to get new people to buy Call of Duty. Oh yeah, we molded it on real dogs. That's nice.
Yeah.
And what about the features? What about the new gameplay features and sort of reasons to get new people?
Although mocap dogs are quite cool, Jay.
Mocap dogs. I don't care about mocap dogs.
You can't deny that you would quite like a mocap dog.
I don't want a mocap dog.
You do.
I don't care. I didn't even know dogs would feature that much in Call of Duty.
Dan texted me when they announced that and said, "What if you could play as the dog?" And I was like, "Shit, you guys, whoa!"
And then you can't because it's a dog.
Mind blown.
You'll get to use the dog once,
Ow.
like in the campaign of all the Call of Duties, where you just get to use all the big weapons once.
Yeah.
And now press this button, then use this helicopter, and then go on this boat, and then do this. Oh,
yeah.
great!
I mean,
awesome.
still don't care about the campaign. They've got a new writer. I will play the campaign. I always play the campaign. Actually, I didn't play the Black Ops 2 campaign just because I got bored after the first mission. Maybe I should play it because maybe I'll enjoy it a little bit further on. But I'll probably play the campaign. It'll probably be boring. The story might be slightly more interesting, and the characters I might care about a little bit more. But still, like, you know, it's freaking Call of Duty. I'm playing it for the multiplayer. Nobody can deny that. The only reason that they have a single player is so that they can charge $60 every year. Like,
anyway, after the launch, which one would you buy? This will be a good last question.
Currently,
yeah, currently,
like,
would you buy the PS4?
Of what we've shown out, without
Or
any speculation, anything like that. In terms of pure just game lineup,
what would you buy?
Things like that. Like, not speculating on Always Online, because they never mentioned it.
Yeah, they didn't deny it, though. That's the thing everyone's worried about. They didn't say no. Everyone's like, shit.
Yeah. Like,
oh, God.
I'm kind of worried. Because they said a lot about connectivity. They said a lot about unparalleled connectivity. That's a dangerous thing to be thrown around when you're talking about Always Online. Which one would I buy? So I'm thinking of exclusives here. So PS4 has Gran Turismo, where Xbox has Forza.
Yeah. Are we doing another game, or should we just stop it?
We might as well play another game. I'll just pause it. I'll just stop the recording halfway through if we finish the recording. But I really like Halo, Jay. I do. I do really like Halo.
What was the thing about Halo?
Yeah, they have a
Halo TV
show. I think it was produced by Steven Spielberg. I don't think it's actually directed by him.
Directed by Steven Spielberg.
All Steven Spielberg does now is he produces things and sits on a pile of money. Like,
what was the last thing he did? He did that the film with the kids in, didn't he? He produced it or whatever, or he might have just backed it. And it was crap.
Probably. I don't even pay attention to what he does anymore. But yeah, they're doing a TV show of Halo, which I don't know could be cool. I hope that
if you're a Halo fan,
I hope that they're following Master Chief's story rather than pissing around in the other lore. Because to be honest, that we want to see a Halo movie, and if that Halo movie has to be split down into a season of 15 parts, fine. But I want a freaking Halo movie. So make it happen, Microsoft. Make it happen. Halo 5 and 6 are going to be on Xbox One. So
He
if
had
you like
Forward
Halo,
Unto Dawn, but that was shit, so no one cares about
no, it wasn't shit. I thought it was
Yes, it
quite.
was.
I thought
It
it
was
was.
awful.
I thought it was
It was
kind of
horrible.
good. It's just
It
the
was
actors were a bit bad.
horrendous. It was absolutely shocking.
It was not absolutely shocking, Jay. Just the actors.
That's
were
just
bad.
your Halo fags.
No,
speaking.
Jay,
It
Jay,
was terrible.
Jay,
The scripting was all. I'm not going to rant about this because it's not about that, but it was awful. That's final.
I will accept the actors are bad.
It was just crap. It's bad.
No, it
bad
wasn't.
movie.
No. La 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 la.
It was fucking awful.
No.
Oh no! I'm such an upset teenager.
It
My
wasn't
brother died.
great.
Ooh, I get skin conditions. Ooh, I've got blisters. Ooh,
Jay,
and then
was-
I'm a well-hard commander.
It's
at the
no. It's
No Pulp Fiction.
it's no like Pulp Fiction, but it's no Mario movie.
end. The Mario movie. Remember the Mario TV show?
Yes,
that was
I
on-
do.
What channel was that on? It was on that weird cartoon channel that no one would watch.
It was on many weird
It was like
channels.
if you went
Jay.
onto Sky, and then you went onto Kids, and then you went onto the second menu,
Yeah.
and then it was below all the Disney Channel things.
Yeah.
And that was it was on one of those weird channels that no one knows about.
Yeah.
Oh yes, there's a weird channel in it.
But yes, it's not as bad as that, Jay.
It wasn't as bad as that.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is, as they both look kind of similar in terms of power, at the moment, to be honest, I would stay Xbox. Just because I have things invested in Xbox.
I guess,
but there's no
backwards compatibility.
Yeah, there's no backwards compatibility. I'm pretty certain there's not.
But I don't care
because
about
it's x86. But I'm not.
I don't
bothered
play any
about
Xbox games anyway.
that. And also, I do actually own an Xbox 360. You know, if I want to play Xbox games, like if I want to play Halo 3, I can just play it on my freaking Xbox. Even oh no, I've got to switch out HDMI's. So what? And you never know, that HDMI in might work like I said it was, like I said it would, and then you might be able to just plug your Xbox into the back of your Xbox.
I just got an email about the Xbox One.
Exception. Cool. I haven't got shit. They don't like me. So what would you buy, Jay? What would you buy?
I'm almost going to say PS4.
Why?
Just because that lineup was so horrible, and I saw nothing of interest on the Xbox.
But-
I didn't care about any of it.
Now
you know?
I would
don't
counter
like
that
Kinect.
with
I don't like EA Sports. I don't like Call of Duty.
So with the Xbox, you saw a lot of things that you weren't that interested in.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But
I don't know anything
with
about
PS4.
I think they're both just as bad
did
as
you
each
watch the
other.
announcement of PS4?
No, I didn't. No, I don't actually.
No, we don't
Not
want to
really.
kick Jay. Don't kick Jay.
Why do they want to kick me?
Because they don't
Screw
like
you.
you. Jay just got
Screw you
kicked.
guys. Screw you guys. Did I get kicked?
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck you guys.
You're
guys
on the other team anyway. so
Team
it doesn't
damage.
matter.
Oh, I'm red.
Oh my god, you're such an idiot. Wow. So yeah, on that note, I think we can probably
I got kicked.
end.
Oh my god! I didn't realise I was red. I thought I was blue, so I was killing the red guys. And the guy was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just running at this red guy with my sword, like, "I'm gonna fuck you up." Oh, okay. Well, I got kicked. But
Yes.
I won't join another game because this is ending.
No. So we'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching / listening. Check out the channel. Check out our channels. Subscribe and shit.
What do you think? Should they rename it the Xbox Tornado?
I just think they should call it the
That's
X.
much better.
I think they should just call it the Xbox. XBAWX.
Xbox.
The Xbox. Yeah. So yes, on that note, I bid ye all farewell.